If you think we live in the age of an easy payment via the internet, it's only going to get crazier. In front of me, I have this new application that's going to be based on mobile payment system with RFID tags, where you'll be able to just pay for anything right there. I think it's basically by swiping something. You wouldn't even need a computer or a cell phone device. The applications are to integrate features belonging to both PingPing's payment system for mobile phones and TouchTag's contactless service, including interactive advertising, loyalty, and coupon services. As a result of the partnership, Belgium customers will be able to replace the cards, which are presently needed to initiate a series of applications, with a contactless card or RFID sticker for access to new services, to pay for services, or receive information. So, when you watch this Project Natal, and, the girl is going through dresses, it's all just like Minority Report. And now when you watch CNN, they have holograms, and they have those large screens where they're able to expand everything and just move everything. It's kind of like the Bourne Identity with the CIA. And you got to wonder, do they have those? Are those really operational? Is that something that's being used as we speak? We do know that technology is at least 30 years behind what the governments have. No, the B-2 bomber, that was what is it? Why am I blanking? Paul, stealth bomber. What's it called? Just the stealth bomber? Is that it? Yeah, stealth bomber. That's the last declassified plane out there, right? SR-12. What? SR-22? Are you just messing with me? Oh, yeah? Is that for real? Look at you. Look at Jaron, the big brain on Jaron. See, my tech guy doesn't just wear fake mustaches when he's on the YouTube. He knows about the SR-22. He's probably just as smart as I am. What do you got for me, Jaron? I see you want to talk to me. Oh, you're gonna put it on PrisonPlanet.tv? Oh, the SR-71 Blackbird. That's not the last stealth bomber, is it? No, that's not even stealth, man. Look at maybe you're not that smart. No, that's garbage. You're garbage, Jaron. I'm going to go to another call. I'm kind of ranting and raving anyway. Let's go to Lynn in Miami. Lynn, you're on the line.
Hi, Jason. How are you this evening?
Good.
First of all, I want to thank you for being so brave. And for years, after all my dinner parties, I always show loose change.
Oh, awesome.
So people leave in shock when they leave my house. So,
well, that's one of those ways. A lot of people say, what can I do? Well, you can hold a dinner party or have a gathering. Maybe you're going to play cards or bridge or poker, and you put it on even in the background. You're going to get some heads to turn, and I think that's awesome that you're doing that.
Absolutely. I'm a pharmacist, and I'm also a naturopathic doctor, and I saw parts of that last night, that 2100, and I called the cable. I disconnected. I called DirecTV. I disconnected my television. I cannot take it. I called ABC. I was so angry. I have never seen anything more disgusting on television in my whole life. And the worst part wasn't just the scaring you about all the viruses coming to get you, but the commercials were Gardasil and other vaccine commercials.
So while they were predictive programming you for all these diseases and whatnot, they were promoting the vaccinations in between. Oh, there's no agenda there. They could have never thought that up.
I know. It's funny. The lady from ABC said, she goes, "Oh, I know." She said, "I kind of watched it for a second myself. I totally understand what you're saying." I said, "You know how many people have died from Gardasil?" And I said, "I am so tired as a pharmacist of seeing people lose their jaw or..." Hello?
Yeah, no, you're still on.
Oh, okay, lose their jaw or from Fosamax or all these different drugs. And that's why I became a naturopath, because natural has got so much more to offer people than what drugs ever can. So,
well, you hear it from the horse's mouth, folks. This is a pharmacist coming out and saying, hey, those drugs are going to hurt you, especially a Gardasil shot for your teenage daughter. We'll be back after this. It's the Infowarrior. As RFID tags and other technologies begin to become smaller and smaller through nanotech, Verichip, for instance, just shaved off 3 millimeters from their already rice-sized chip. 3 millimeters, it was from 11 millimeters down to 8. They're still not doing well financially. They haven't been able to roll out their cashless society control grid. But that doesn't matter. Friday, they reported Verichip can remain listed on the NASDAQ. Verichip Corp said it received notice that its stock can remain listed on the NASDAQ stock market and can transfer to the NASDAQ capital market effective May 29th. However, the Delray Beach-based company also said that to remain on the NASDAQ, it must demonstrate compliance with all continued listing standards of the NASDAQ's capital market by September 1st. Verichip said in March that it had been notified it was not in compliance with the requirements to have $10 million in stockholders' equity to remain on the NASDAQ stock market, nor did it meet the $2.5 million in stockholders' equity required to remain on the NASDAQ capital market. But that doesn't matter because they have big plans for a microchip in the future. Sure, they have the edible RFIDs, and we showed you the corkscrew nanotechnology thing that was, I think, a 300th times smaller than a sperm cell. Sure, they have all that stuff, but Verichip and Digital Angel Corp, they're their boys. They're their plan. Believe it. And Tommy Thompson, who was a huge spokesman for this, he was the former head of Health and Human Services. He made a presidential run for the Republican Party in the last election. Dropped out early in the primaries. Loves it. I have an interview with him. Go find, we should find that interview, although I'm all sweaty and young and in a suit, where he's talking about how it's going to be great for the military, biometrics are going to be everywhere, and now you're seeing them in the new Xbox controller. Believe it. Believe the hype. It's there. All right, let's go to Jesse in Texas. Jesse, you're on the line.
Hey, what's up, Jason? I'm sitting here, and I heard in a song that Hitler said, he said that the only way that the Nazi Party could have been stopped is if they would have smashed it with the utmost force.
If they had done what?
If people would have recognized it for, it being very Nazi-ish, very controlling, if people would have risen up and,
No, if the people had a spine and met, exactly. The Nazis at the bottom of their stairwells if they were armed. Yeah.
Hitler even said it himself,
Well, it doesn't shock me.
People don't want to listen now.
Listen,
the same thing.
The first war is truly an infowar. It's a war on the mind. It's a psychological warfare technique to get people to lay down and just accept their fate. And that's why you're seeing these specials like Earth 2100. Accept the fact that 90% of us are supposed to die in a plague. Accept the fact that there are going to be quarantines in New York City. Accept the fact that civilization will never be the same again. I survived. Give me a break. It's disgusting. I thank you for the call, Jesse. We're going to go to Dan in Alaska, Seth, Eric, Steven, and more on the other side. I'm going to play the clip of Project Natal on the other side, too, for those that missed it last night. It's family fun. It's going in your living room. It's got voice recognition. It's got facial recognition. You'll be able to scan third-party objects and use them much easier than before. Hands-free controller. Remember, it's going to see your motion sensor. You're basically going to be your own Wii controller. And remember, the head of Sega, probably, 3, 4, 5, 6 months ago now, openly stated that he wanted to utilize microchip technology for the next generation gaming systems. And we'll be more apt to accept that after this Project Natal controller goes into millions of homes in this country, furthering the Big Brother agenda. It's the Infowarrior. We'll be back after this.